Okay, guys, sorry about the big mix-up. I had to go and change the size on this sucker, so I had to redo everything, and then I'm sorry, this is probably going to be the letter size, but I want people to actually see what I'm doing. So I know it's going to be hard to see the design, and I'm sorry about that, but I'll show you each step that I'm doing. So right now I'm fixing to start over, and I'm gonna do the placement stitch for this hippo. I don't know why my machine is rattling so bad. I'm gonna turn it down. Okay. I had to turn my machine down. It's really rattling. So what I'm doing is I'm creating the placement stitch. On my little hippo. And okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. It created the placement stitch. So now I'm going to put my felt. You're going to put your piece over the placement stitch. So it's just letting me know where to lay my felt. So I'm going to lay my piece of felt. You really don't have to put any spray or anything like that because felt holds its own. Put my hoop back on my machine, and now it's going to stitch the face. So I'm thinking I'm going to leave it purple. This is going to be a little funky purple hippo. So right now it's going to stitch out the nose part. I think it's what it's doing. Now this is your applique. Now if you were using fabric, I would use like Spray and Bond spray or the Heat and Bond Light, the iron-on. But since this is felt, you don't have to use any of that stuff because felt is stiff and it holds its own. So really, you don't have to put anything over it. Unless you're going to do the back and then you just want to tape it down. Or you can spray something to lay it on there. So my next piece, I'm going to lay the piece of felt there because it's for the nose. And this is when you want to have your embroidery scissors on hand. These are my new ones. I really need to be working these out, basically. But it helps it really bad. I mean, it not helps it really bad, but it helps it better to get down into to cut your applique pieces out. But I'm just going to leave my purple in there till I need to change it to another color. And I think on the ears, okay. You want to push that little lever, and sometimes it just don't want to come down. So I'm going to push my machine back. So there it is. It did the placement stitch of the little nostrils, the nose. So now we're going to trim that excess fabric off. And these are my new ones, so I really need to be working with them. I like these better. This is a little more higher up. I need to use them. Get the use of them. Now, when you're doing applique, make sure you do. You can trim your fabric to the stitch, but don't cut your stitch. Because then, you know, you'll ruin your project then. These scissors are so new. Okay. And that's what it looks like. See, you want to cut to the stitch, but not on the stitch. You know, just cut around it. And that's what these scissors will help it for. So, you know, that's what you want to do. Okay, we're gonna put the hoop back into the machine, and I'm going to change my color. And I'm going to use gray. I thought I had a lighter gray. That's okay. I'm going to use this gray right here. Now these would be very cute for craft fairs. You know, craft fair projects and stuff like that. This would be very cute. Now, when you go to do your embroidery, stitch it out for a minute and then make sure you clip that little piece of thread. You don't want to get that hung into your little design there. So right now what it's doing is it's stitching out the little ears. And I'm find mine. I'm going to use my dark gray for the nose well, for the eyes, I'm going to use a dark gray. And I'm almost done with this color. Alright. Okay, and then next is going to be the eyes. And I'll show you what this looks like. There is the ears. Now you're going to have a little jump. It's like a jump stitch. So you'll have to cut that off, and that's important too. Now some people leave them on there till after they get done, but I usually cut them in between my projects because I don't want them to get caught or tangled or anything like that. So I'm gonna cut this right here off. That my little jump thread right there. And so that's what I did. Alright, now I'm gonna stick it back in to my machine. And I'm going to stick my dark gray on there. And I'm going to go ahead and use my spool cap because it was jumping. Now, it shouldn't have jumped like that, but you can use your spool cap. I normally don't, but I'm going to today. So, I want to really thank the subscribers out there. I am really pleased. I've got 39, and I'm just happy with that. And some of you that are commenting, and I'm getting to know y'all. That makes me happy because I'm getting to know my subscribers, and that's what it's about, is knowing your subscribers and what they like to do, and if you can help them anyway. I'm really thankful. And it's not the number at all. You know, that's not it. That's just, I'm just like, wow, okay, I've got some subscribers that are watching my channel. They like what I'm doing. I know before, around the Christmas holidays, I wasn't putting much up. I've just been really busy with Christmas and my daughter and her having a baby and trying to get everything together. It's just taking a big toll, and now I'm fixing to go back to work. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen. So, and then I was doing orders, a bunch of orders. So it's kind of like now I can concentrate and do this and do that and get videos up. Now, I am to when I hit 50, because that will be, like 50, then 100, and then so forth. But on 50, I'll be doing a giveaway. And I don't know what I'll be doing or giving away, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And so you would have to be subscribed to my channel, and then you got to leave a comment, post a comment. But I'm going to do like a drawing, and I'm going to draw names. So whenever I choose is going to get this a free giveaway. Then hopefully I can line up to find out how to do live stream. I want to get enough people in, but I'm not sure how many I'm supposed to have in. I don't know how that works. But I do want to do some live stream. And then that way, people can ask me questions. They can watch what I'm doing. We can talk. We can chat. We can get to know each other. And just, knowing what y'all like to do. And that's a big plus right there on my end. But, okay. Here is the nostrils. So now it's going to do the little ones for right here. So I'm going to put my other gray back on. Alright. Now it's going to do those little, whatever you call them, nostrils. And I need to pick a color. I gotta find I might do purple or this blue. I'm looking for something for the pocket. I need to This is so much fun. Once you get the hang of it, you are going to really enjoy doing machine embroidery. I just love it. Sometimes I get on I get on a deal where I just sew, and then I get a deal where I just do machine embroidery. And here's what the guy looks like right now. Alright, so I had to change my color. And this is easy, you guys, you know, because actually, on your screen, it tells you what color's next to change your color. Each time it does a design, it tells you to change a color. Like, I got through doing the little nostril right there or whatever. Now it's telling me to put my white in. So I put my white in, and then it's going to stitch, and then it tells you what it's going to stitch out and however minute. So this is going to take 1 minute to do this stitch. Now I've got the llama, I've got Kermit, and I've got the sloth. I think the sloth is so cute. Oh, these are the little teeth. Alright. So I'm stitching out the little teeth right now. I think I'm going to do the dark purple. And you can do this hippo any color you want, you know. But this is just a good craft fair project. And then these are good for gifts, stocking stuffers. When I saw this design, I was like, hey, this is cute. And so, isn't it cute? There's the little teeth. I think this little hippo is something. It is too cute. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave my white in. And the thing about a machine embroidery is you can use any color you want to use. You don't necessarily have to use the colors in there. Now, like for the eyes, and if it says white, I would. But, you know, you can use whatever. But I'm going to leave my white in there because it's fixing to stitch out the pocket. So, it's going to give me a placement stitch on where to put this pocket at. Okay. Now it's giving me the little pocket placement line. So what I'm going to do is fold this in half. Okay, and then I'm going to lay it on there. And so what it's going to do is create the little pockets. So I'm just going to leave my white in there. Now, it's going to create a bunch of jump threads. So, I'm going to stop each time and take those stitches out. So, right now, it's creating my little pockets. Now this will hold 5 crayons. Okay. And there's what it looks like. Looking cute so far, isn't it? So I'm definitely going to cut these jump threads. So now, put it back in. It's going over, it's stitching down the pocket. It's going over the pocket here. Okay, now Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. And we're going to put the purple back there. That's what it's looking like so far. So, we're going to turn it over. And I can't find my tape, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some of that Heat and Bond on the back of this and put it back in the hoop. And now, oh, I need to change my color. I'm going to put the gray back in. This gray. Now it's going to do, it's going to start doing the outline of the hippo. Okay. Okay, let me see if this is got hung up on it. I think I needed to stitch the pocket on. Okay, I made a mistake. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. This first time me doing this deal, but I need to go back and I need to stitch out this pocket again. So I'm going to put it back in the hoop. Now, here's where you come if you have a mistake. I'm going to go and I'll do a tutorial on it. How you can go back, how you can go forward. And I'll show you on another video how to do all that stuff. And that way you'll know it. So I had to go back and stitch down this pocket. Okay, we're done. And here it is, and it's so cute.